We're just doing a bit of pads, you know, let our muscles loose a bit, you know, 4 days till fight night. Yeah.
Essentially, he's just kickboxing, 8 rings, fists, elbows, knees, legs. Very dangerous, but very, very cool to watch. You see a lot more guys get torn up in Muay Thai than MMA, but to do Muay Thai I find is a bit more brutal because it's just standing in front of someone and banging. No taking down to the ground if you get weak or rocked. You just got to stand and bang. I've done about 100 of them.
Bro, I've been drinking like 7 liters and yeah, I'm pretty nervous, but I feel it's a natural feeling. It's not my first rodeo, you know. So yeah, keen to see what happens on Friday night.
Hey.
Hello, I'm David Borg.
And who are you?
Just a local kid from Gladstone, Queensland. Muay Thai is what I'd say a combat sport. It's a traditional sport, I guess. It's like NRL of Australia, but it's like Muay Thai is like of Thailand. It's pretty brutal. Yeah, Muay Thai, what it means to me, I don't know. Like, sometimes I think of it as a hobby, so I don't know. I take it a bit serious. It's a pretty hard question to answer. Yeah. So right here, this is my first meal of the day, my breakfast. Got 3 eggs here, 1 whole tomato here, and I got 4 asparagus. And then for my meat, like protein, just got a can of tuna. I find it a bit difficult because I got a high metabolism as I've grown up in an Asian culture, so I eat a lot of rice. I only have 2 meals a day when I'm like fasting and all that. Altogether, maybe in one day, I maybe consume about 60 grams. It's very difficult, I guess, like to find someone my weight.
It's a tough fight for sure. He's certainly done all the preparation that we could have done. So it's just for everyone, it's a step up in competition for him. So his last fight was against a guy that had 2 or 3 fights or something, and Dave's had 4 fights now. And this next fight is against a guy with about roughly 28 fights, a few titles and stuff like that. A couple of years younger, but yeah, it'll be a step up for him, and I think he's ready for the challenge. It is pressure from yourself, 100%. That's where it is. You want to do well. I want you to do well because you want to do well. You put time and effort in. But hey, it's 28 fights versus 4 fights, bro. Yeah. It's going to be a tough night. You got nothing to lose. You win, you're the hometown hero. You lose, you're still a hero because you stepped up. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like, who else is going, yep, 28 fights, sign me up. The coaches are going, I don't think you should do this, Dave. You go, no, don't you take this away from me. I want to do this. You know what I mean? Put me in, coach, I'm ready.
Oh, I felt pretty normal. Nothing special. Just like it wasn't my first time doing it. Just yeah.
Moving into our first ever Thai fight, which is for a title between 2 young bangers. Okay, both love their Thai kickboxing, so it was a huge honour to match them on this card. We have a very hard-working athlete, Quinton Smith. He made weight at 58.25 kilos. He's got too many titles to run through, so let's just say he's got lots of titles.
I think we both knew yeah, we've done both our hard work. Just see who's the better competitor tomorrow night. No need to boast or anything like that. Because in the end, we're going in there to do our thing.
Fighting our local boy, David Borg. You won't be single for love.
On the profile, fighters info, we got handed out, he was claimed to be 170 centimeters tall. I'm 183 and we first met each other. Probably shouldn't say this, but he was probably my height.
See the belt that they're about to hold is the XFC Regional Kickboxing title. Woo! 5 by 2 minute rounds of Thai kickboxing action. Thanks heaps, gentlemen.
Feel awesome. Where are we? We're at the venue for the fight night. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you bastard. Look at that.
So I was pretty relaxed. You know, I've been there, done that before. That was like my 5th thing, like my 5th time, you know, experiencing that. Like, it was probably like the biggest crowd that's probably seen me fight. But like, when you like fight, you kind of get zoned out. You don't really notice the crowd, eh? So I don't know. For me, like crowd or whoever's watching, it doesn't really faze me.
Everything you already know, man. It's nothing new to you. You just got to do what you've been doing.
Video on his Instagram, it is Uber Rush Royale. First up, the blue corner, David Hall.
At that time, I was feeling alright, like nothing special. I was pretty zoned out. You know, I was just like, I try to ignore the crowd, just walk in there, do my thing. You know, I see a few people in the crowd. I remember, like, I just like, I guess touched, like, fist bump them, nothing special. But yeah, when you walk into the cage or the ring, you feel a pretty big surge of energy going into you. It's a pretty cool feeling.
For 3-minute rounds, the referee, Steve Robinson. Introducing first from the blue corner, fighting at Peace Martial Arts in Lanston, David Hall. And the red corner, fighting out of Fusion Fight in Cairns, Queensland, got Ethan Smith.
You go through a pattern processing, you know, like what my coach calls it, pattern processing, and we see how we both move, and all that. We see the skill level, and yeah, we just try to pick each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we go from there. Straight away, one of the things that I worked on with my coach is Quinton, as we saw a lot in the fight. He likes to go for body locks, and he likes to go slams and like do suplexes and stuff. And we're prepared for me to get thrown on the ground a fair bit, Yeah, we also knew Quinton was a very big sprinter. He moves around a lot, but when he attacks, he throws punches in bunches. So we were prepared for that as well. There wasn't really a lot of surprises in the fight, to be honest. We've seen Quinton fight before. We knew what was coming. Oh, I got thrown down at least like 8 times. Like he was very good at. He's very good at like getting a grab of you and really picking you up and like trying to throw you to the ground. It's a thing that he does. I knew from that point, like I trained pretty hard for that fight, and when after that fight, like I actually wasn't very happy with my performance. I thought it was pretty bad. Like I felt that was 60% of me put in, and I was really sad. And like I knew like that was going to be Quinton's, night. It didn't really surprise me, but what can you do about it?
Right, I've repped a lot of Thai fights. I've seen you before. We've done this before. That was the best I've seen you fight, and there was not much in that fight, so don't ever be upset about it. Well done. See the doctor.
You're honor to us all, bro. Fucking example to us all.
I don't remember seeing everyone. Like, school kind of a blur. I remember seeing the doctor, and I was like, oh, I got $50. I wonder who that's from. At the time I was thinking like, oh, must have been a pretty good fight, eh? But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't the one watching it from the sidelines. I was actually in there doing it myself. So at the time, I don't know how I really felt. It felt like my first fight, really. A lot of nerves. I couldn't really hear the crowd. Couldn't even hear my own coach at times. I wasn't even listening to him. That's where it comes back to. Like I felt it wasn't my best performance. I think nerves got the best of me.
You should go and ask him what you think about watching. He's calling you on the side.
So, you have a new fight coming up.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Yeah, that's going up against a very tough opponent from Bundaberg. He's actually going to be probably the opposite of like my last fight. He hits hard. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He's far more bigger than me, and his skill level probably isn't as good as me. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. You could think of it as like the Spanish bullfighters against a bull. Like it's going to be one of those type of matches. But yeah,